Hey there, beloved Ascension pioneers. How are you all doing? I'm actually on my short nature retreat. Sometimes I take these holidays, and I'm gonna upload this video until, I won't do it until after this holiday, until I'm guided to come back, because my heart is just really calling me to have this inner sanctuary at this time. And I wasn't even guided to record anything, but something inside me just called me. I might not even upload it, who knows. And I found again this right on this pot that I decided to sit at, and there's this beautiful rock here that's kind of like a square formation. And I found another white spiral, and I always find these when I'm at a pivotal point of my journey, the spiral of spirit, the white light of creation. And I was just thinking a lot, and I was all alone, and I was watching the weather shifting and everything, and how everything is just influencing itself, and how energies, when you know of who you are, how everything works in unison with you, because you're working as one with all creation. So there were clouds up there in the hill when I hiked, and there were clouds on the other side towards the mountains. And where I was, all the time there was this beautiful sunny weather. There was like a vortex. And I just kept hearing the guidance telling me that the stronger you become in your knowing of who you are, as in what frequency and what level you operate within the soul awareness, and how much you activate that in the physical embodiment, the stronger it will get. So there was this deep urge at this time to kind of move away from the mental, from the thinking, from the sharing, from the discussing, and all of that, to just the heart. Because on each level of our cycle, sometimes, there's going to be these pivotal points that we're just going to have to listen, and we're going to have to answer that call, because that might have a deep message for us. So in this transformation, there's going to be a lot of things, like a new level of embodiment altogether. So I was just thinking about all of this, and the inner power, and my soul group, and the family of, the things that happen a lot of times. I come across these individuals, and they come across my path, they move on, and a lot of times they think they have something with me, and I feel they don't. I feel it's just guidance, and always working behind the scenes just for the mere love of people and creation and everything in all life. So then you see these tiny little proofs and tiny miracles that people who have had maybe difficulty or something in their life, and once they met you, something just really shifted for them. And I'm always seeing that, either online or in spirit. It's just showing me how much we do things in just by interacting with others in this way, just by really wrapping them up with this love that is universal, that is beyond anything. And so I was just seeing, Spirit was just sharing all these examples with me, how it's all influential and interconnected. And I just felt how important it is for all of us to embrace, to really embrace who we are. It doesn't have to do anything with our egoic levels. It's just that deep knowing, and the more that you anchor that knowing, the more powerful you will become in the physical. So it's kind of like a wizard, I mentioned this lately a lot, who becomes aware of its power, and just knows how to utilize it for the greater good. That's what we're becoming. And Spirit, share with me, if you want to be a master of the physical realm as well, it just doesn't matter what you were before. All all the things people still want to associate with, and please, people tell me, can you show me hidden messages? I always say, what's hidden in awareness? Nothing. There's no hidden messages, there's no agenda, there's no details about your life that I'm going to give you. This is your job, and it is our job to discover the mystery of spirit, to dissolve the veils, and to really step into that beautiful truth of who we are, and divine love that always guides us when we surrender, when we see that. So when I walk my paths, I always see, especially now after so much inner expansion, I see things, I see life in everything, I see faces in nature, I see everything interacts with me. It is just this constant ongoing flow that, once you step into that realm of mysticism, of magic, of mystery, it's just really beautiful. And even though you might have sad moments at times, or anything that you might feel, this expansion sometimes feels a bit uncomfortable, and you don't want to surrender the old, and you kind of fight it off for a bit, and then it just overflows you, it washes you over, and that this was what you really wanted to all along, and that it's an ongoing process and you want more and more, and this is just a natural soul longing. So it's really important that we become aware of this. So I was just thinking about this, and there's tiny droplets of rain. I don't know if you can see that. It's really beautiful. And Spirit shared with me that it is important to have a deeper understanding of our purpose in a way through vibration. A lot of people still ask me, but what is my purpose in a way? What should I do? And I see that people still value so much the information that comes to them from others. And I never sought that information. I was always inner knowing. And I understand that on some level, but on another level, once you come to that point, you really have to surrender that as well. And just be okay with you and your soul. And, nothing comes between you and your soul. And, even though you might get something external, it's still you and your soul. So, I just really felt that it's important that even though somebody might give you a piece of the clue, and don't hold on to it. That's not the only thing. It's just a part of it. It's just a clue. It's one puzzle of the whole mystery, that it's totally and absolutely divine and magical, and that's what it is. So the magic is taken away if you don't live in mystery, if you don't always live in that silent anticipation and awe and reverence for all life. I really feel deep compassion for those who cannot live this way, who constantly want to live from the mind and analyze everything. And I just really feel how much they forgot about that essence that is true and that is divine. And it's just how it is. We choose our realities, and we choose the level that works through us, and the depth, we choose that depth that we wish to experience and express. So considering that, Spirit shared with me a few things. I've shared this in a couple of my videos before about my own purpose and vibration, and I was talking about the ray of focus for me was white light, white ray of unity consciousness, of ascension, of purity. And all the time, there were signs about this, but before that, I always heard, and I even got my light language explanation, Estel dar illumine, meaning you are an elven from the realms of illuminated truth. I always felt that that's not just white ray, it's also a ray of illumination. And that's, wisdom, illumination, and that's why I always talk about awareness. So I was asking myself, okay, there's not just one ray. There never is. All rays are one. You have the basic 7 rays, and I shared about this on my page a while ago. And then as you expand, as the whole of creation on this level expands and is ready for more, then you have more rays, and you have the 13 rays, and and moving beyond and beyond. So we are not one ray, we have a specific focus at one time maybe, but we will have a few anchor points that are very important for us at a specific time. So for me, how I share, in the way that I share, so it's the essence, it's connected with that white light, and the white light of creation, and the white ray of purity, of unity consciousness, of ascension. But my main birthing frequency that really comes straight from my core is realms of illuminated truth. It is the ray of illumination. So that's why I was talking to myself, higher self, and I said, okay. Then some people even call me the white lady, and the white, and okay, but I'm not just white, because Araya, the name that I got, was in this opening, in this path, when I was ready, it means the golden one. So it's actually the golden white lady. So you see, sometimes we think it's just one thing, and then we limit it, but then Spirit constantly knocks on our awareness and says, listen, there's more. You just maybe you have to shift your perception a bit, and you will see it differently. You will see a wider picture of this. So then I realized, interesting, kind of like my name, because I decided to keep it, Polona Rhea Dawn. It has 3 different frequencies. So Polona is my physical name. It anchors the vibration of, what I'm here for in the physical. So it's important. It's kind of like acting as a bridge, the ethereal, the physical. Rhea is that specific purpose, which is, like I've shared before, the golden one, illumination, So the dawn Dawn means that's family. That is the family of dawns. That is those who are bringers of the dawn, those who bring awakening, enlightenment, that, that higher truth. So all three I felt were important at that time when the name came. So everything has a structure that sometimes we on a human level don't always understand, and we think it's just one thing, or we want to analytically approach things, but it doesn't happen this way. So when I got all those things for myself, I didn't get them because my mind made them up. I got them because I was ready on the level of my focus and spirit initiation. So there's other people who said, well, can you read this for me? Can you do this for me? And it feels like they're trying to cheat themselves because it doesn't happen this way. Everything comes to us when we're ready, and most of the guidance we receive is when we put ourselves out to service. So we will receive divine intellect, divine mind, information through the heart, when it will benefit the whole. It won't be the other way around. We won't receive it for our own, inquisitive gains, or just because we're curious. That's the mind. And just because we want to benefit somehow from it, we're not really using it. What's the point of information if you don't know how to use it? Nothing. So you see, it's a very deep process, and it's an always unfolding, always ongoing process. So like Spirit shared with me today, it doesn't matter all the tasks you had before. People say I was a starseed there, was doing this job, and they have all these ideas about themselves. But everything that really matters is the focus that is here and now. So it doesn't matter what kind of master I was on, some people say you're a master soul. I know that I am. But there's just the level of mastery. I wouldn't even feel that I deserve that until I master at this level. Until I become a master of this physical level that I am at now. So the mastery is ongoing. The master never says, I'm a master now, period. It's an ongoing expansion. Even then, it's always an ongoing expansion. So this is something that my soul wants to share with all of you today, and it will come in divine timing, although I'm not going to post it, when I record it, because I'm on my break. So it's important that we have those hermit moments and breaks and divine retreats, because we commune with our soul, we enter the realm of spirit, we get new insights because we've opened ourselves up to the new level that we're ready to receive them. So I can only share my examples. I cannot give you validation, confirmation for you unless you're guided to work with me, on a personal level, which means you're ready. And a beautiful energetic exchange take place. But that's always when the person is ready and if they feel guided. But otherwise, people who are just curious, just want to poke around a bit, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen on this deeper, higher level of expansion. So, yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you. And remember, the more you will activate that egoless, it will be egoless. It will be just your own divine knowing. The more humble you'll become, the more deep and profound it will feel. And it doesn't go in a way that you say, well, this person didn't even see I helped them. They don't see that I somehow influenced them, because it's not personal. You see, it will never, in this path of self-mastery, a focus of devotion to service to all life, it's never ever going to be personal. It's not you assisting that person and saying, you know what, I should take the credit for it. I helped them. This is what a lot of people do. And they feel offended and they take things personally. They say, I exchanged this with this person, or I sent them this gift and they're not returning this and they're not giving me the credit. They're not acknowledging me. Well, who needs to acknowledge you but you? You are pure source. It's just, it doesn't work that way. You don't make things happen this way. You don't force love to be that way. Maybe some people are going to be very well aware of what you helped them to become, because we're all one, so we're all assisting each other in this way. And maybe some won't, but it's not personal. Remember, the service that you offer to all life, it's never personal. It never will be, it never was. And even if your whole life you would feel like you're behind the scenes, nobody would ever acknowledge you, and you would feel, and how much light you bring to this world. I always get confirmations how I give the breath of life to many things so that they help flourish. And because it's just something I don't want to even discuss here. It's my own personal thing and what I notice and what Spirit shows me. But I wanna focus that, return it, reflect it to you, so that you can see that in the end, it's oneness. There's no separation. There's no you wanting somebody to give you approval or confirmation or a credit for anything, because it's all one. Love shares itself freely unconditionally. It never compares itself and its journey and how it's supposed to be like, and what others should pay attention to or not. This is still duality. This is still egoic. This is still not humble. It's not in reverence to all life, and I'm just gonna give it to you straight. It's just how it is. And when you truly are gonna be entering the deep level of profound self-mastery, you're gonna know, because all the desires to help, to be acknowledged, to be appreciated, they will dissolve. You will only want that inner peace of your purpose, that is not what you do, but who you are. And you'll feel safe and secure in your divine purpose. That is all that matters. So somehow, Spirit, through that little white light of creation shell, somehow wanted me to record this message. It even gave me beautiful weather, as you can see, and all around it's like raining. So it's all perfect, you see. I'm wishing you so much beauty and reverence and sacredness. And don't ever compare your journey to somebody else's. You don't know what level of experience they're tuning to. Maybe you don't want the same thing, but on the surface it looks like. But if you would go deeper, that's not maybe what you would choose for yourself. So don't compare. It's not serving you. It never will. So I'm going to go down the valley, return from my hike. It was a beautiful trip today, and was getting a lot of insights and clarity and clearing and beautiful feelings. So I'll see you next time, and I don't know how long my retreat will take, maybe forever. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon. So much love, wisdom, and power. Bye-bye.